Now you have a hat on today,
Right.
but usually if you didn't have a hat on, it's pretty noticeable that you have a tattoo right at the, I don't know what you would call it, right in the middle of your forehead, I guess.
Right.
And you do have some other tattoos I've seen, like right where your eyebrows are and stuff like that. How many face tattoos do you have at this point? A couple for sure.
A couple, I'd say like 6.
6, okay.
Like 6.
I didn't know you had that many.
Yeah.
When it comes to your face tattoos, can you explain the meanings behind any of them, if you're able to share?
Oh, yeah. I got the African outline on my forehead because of my culture. I got a cross. The cross that I felt like is meaningful as far as like protect me or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Protect me from harm and danger. And then I got like a diamond in the heart. It's for my little girl and my little boy. Then I got Psalms 29 around across on top of my eyebrow. Then like right here.
Right in the middle.
It's an African sword.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's like, it stands for like power, humbleness, strength.
I see. Now, of those face tattoos, which one was the first one you got?
My cross. No. I got MSG on the right side of my eyebrow, but I had redid it and put like a crown right there for king.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And how old were you when you initially got it?
I was like 18.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 18.
Now, you have tattoos all over your body. Your neck is pretty easy to see. Your arms, sleeves, I don't know. A lot of tattoos. Which was your first tattoo ever, and how old were you?
I think my mama name was in high school. Then my friend named Raven had got the same tattoo by a guy named Bruce. He just came down here though. He had did it in his living room with a needle and like a little, I don't know how he was doing it, but it had like a battery, but it was working. But that was my first one, like real scarred up though. That was my first one. We was still in high school.
So it was like a contraption he made himself?
Yeah, when he just got out of prison or something like that.
Oh, so it's like almost like a prison tattoo.
Yeah.
But you weren't in prison. But I've seen them make, you know, like in prison they call it contraband because you're not allowed to have it.
Right.
But I've seen people take the littlest things and turn it into a tattoo gun.
Lit. Yeah.
Now, what made you decide, well, first, before I even ask you this question, was it common where you're from for a lot of high schoolers to have a tattoo? Or were you one of the select few that had it back then at your age?
I mean, our parents wasn't allowing it, you know what I'm saying? But on the simple fact, we felt like, well, we're gonna get y'all name. You know what I'm saying?
I've heard a bunch of people tell me that same story.
Yeah, we'll get y'all name.
That's like their pass to, you know.
Oh, I like it.
One.
I like it. Then come, boom. I done went back over there, you know what I'm saying? He drawing up something like, man, put this cross on me. So he put a cross on me. But she flipped out when I went and got the tattoo on my face. She ain't like that.
Did she think or assume you would tattoo your face, or was she this total surprise to her?
Yeah, she was very like mad. Like I was away from the house for a minute. So when I came back, she said, "What is that on your face?" So she put a hand on my face and she was like, "When you get that?" And she was very upset for a minute. Then after a while, she started saying, "Oh, it look cute." So played in it.
Now, those tattoos you mentioned, you said it's about 6 at this point.
Right.
You could have put those tattoos on your face, on any part of your body.
Right.
Why actually go for your face? I know that's a sensitive, well, now a lot more people have it than before, but for a long time, especially when I grew up, you never saw somebody 18 years old with a face tattoo.
Yeah, that was crazy.
That was like unheard of back then in my time.
Yeah, I was very dark skinned, so I felt like I put some on my face, it's gonna be more like you can see it.
I've heard some people say that too before.
Yeah.
Same color skin as you say, you
Right.
probably couldn't even notice if I had a tattoo or not.
So when I got this, it was like, oh, and it was cool. You know what I'm saying? I just never, I didn't like it at first, but I was like, I'm gonna try it. So when he did the outline of it, I said, oh, that's tight. Let's go with it.
You said you were 18 when you had your first face tattoo. Were you in high school or was it after high school?
No, I think it was at 12th grade. No, I'm out of school.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm out of school.
Out of school when you did.
I'm out of school. I working at Athlete's Foot, and in South Lake Mall.
Now, why actually go for your face? What was the reasoning? Like, why put that tattoo on your face and not like your arm or your leg or
just trying it. Just like, I'm just want to put a tattoo on my face. Cause I mean, it really wasn't nothing that inspired me to do it. I was just like, man, I want to put a tattoo on my face.
What was the reaction you received to your face tattoos?
At first, it was like real swell. It was like it was swollen. But after a while, I was like, oh, this shit kind of cool. Then I went through the peeling stage, so I was very mad then because it was pink. I'm like, oh, no.
You don't know if this is going to work.
Right. But then, you know, back then, he was like, oh, use Vaseline. So then the color was going out. So then he went back over again. I think Infamous Tattoos on Old National.
Okay.
Yep.
Kept it on the south side.
Yeah, on the south side. Did that.
Now, what about the reaction of people just seeing your face tattoos? What's the reaction you receive, people seeing your face tattoos?
Why did you get that on your face? What was the reason for you doing that? You wasn't thinking that you're gonna grow old and be like that, or like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I can't go back from that. I just wanted to get it. A lot of women say you don't think you'll be more handsome without it, and how long you think the music gonna last? I'm like, man, I'm just living. So I just felt like I'm the type of person I'm gonna please myself at the end of the day. So I get a lot of, I don't get too many negative comments. I don't get no, ooh. Like when I went to Japan, they looked at me crazy, but it's foreign to them. You know what I'm saying? They don't see nothing like that.
What about as far as discrimination, stereotyping, profiling? Have you had those feelings as a reaction to your face tattoos? I know you get a lot of questions and people asking you stuff.
I think they tried me like that in Alabama one time. But maybe because I was kind of pretty deep, we about to go to a show, and I was doing like I just did like a meet and greet at DTLR. Sometimes they get it messed up because I'm like, I'm 6'4", I'm big, dreads, tattoos. I've been stopped plenty of times by the police. I never been harassed though.
Okay, that's good.
That's it. I never been
because
harassed.
I've heard some horror stories with people I've asked about their face tattoos before.
Never.
When it comes to the police, when it comes to profiling, discrimination, I've heard some pretty bad stories.
I'm just glad I never went through that situation yet. Yeah.
Very lucky.
Very blessed.
But you know, some people say, oh, you know, I've never had those issues, but like yourself, but then I wonder, well, have they really had a chance to travel outside their city? Because, you know, it's one thing for somebody watching this to be in Atlanta and maybe have face tattoos, and it's common to see people with face tattoos in Atlanta, but, you know, you're a musician, you're on the road, so you might go to a city in the country, or you might stop at a gas station on one of those bookings, and you might have some sort of confrontation or issue, maybe somebody, one of the locals or something like that.
I mean, when I went to Toronto, they definitely like
customs.
When I went through customs, they definitely like.
I know Canada is very strict when it comes to the customs.
Yes,
that border patrol.
Immediately.
Like they look up everything. They are they're one of the strictest countries actually in the world when it comes to sending people back. If you, I think if you have like a drunk driving charge or domestic violence, like any type of violence or any type of drugs, they definitely don't want you in that country.
I mean,
and they're quick to get you out of there.
Immediately.
Whereas maybe you go to another country and they see it on your record, they'll still let you in.
No.
In Canada, they are very strict. Because
when I got off the airplane to go in, I knew I was gonna have a problem when they told me to go another direction where everybody else was going. So now I immediately changed the face that I had. So when I went, hey, how you doing? I cooperated with them, and it was like, where you coming from? Why are you here? And I knew they was bringing up the whole time while they were talking to me. I know whatever was popping up in the computer.
Oh, they're bringing your whole background
the whole
history.
thing up.
Yeah.
I understood that, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, I ain't asking no question. I just cooperated and like enjoy Canada. So I'm like, okay, that's dope.
Anything with violence or drugs, they're very strict. Yeah. Very strict on who they let in across the border.
Correct.
Now, any regrets? I mean, I don't imagine you would have any since you have multiple face tattoos, but any regrets on having a face tattoo?
All of them except for this cross, my 2 kids, these diamonds in the heart, and this one, the African sword. All the rest of them, like, you know what I'm saying, like, the the Bible scriptures, the crown, the African outline, you know what I'm saying, the country outline on my, I'll take that back a million times.
Any plans for more?
I do, but I don't. Because I think I'm getting to a point now, man, I'm tired of pain, man. I don't want to deal with that. It'll take too long, man. I don't know, I might, probably on my back or something. I'm waiting on something to go on my back.
Yeah, but as far as the face?
No deal. No deal. It's crazy part about it, I was thinking about something, but I don't take that back. I ain't gonna do that one yet.